Hi. Hi, Louisa. Hi, Binay. Sorry, guys. I don't have AC in this room because it was my old childhood room, and the fan is really loud, and Yugen is fast asleep. Uh, so yeah, we'll start off today. A very simple stuff we're doing, just like activating webcam and kind of like trying stuff with it. Uh, where where we can start is with the work of Shilpa Gupta. Today I don't have a presentation. I'll share it little later. I've actually been really wanting to do some recreating work with her with her projects, but it's been like super difficult to figure out where it fits. And I was thinking, okay, maybe we can. If you guys don't know, there's a very wonderful artist in photography called Pushpamala, and you can check her work out as well. I just pushed her name into the chat, Pushpamala, and she's done some wonderful work with stage photography. And we discussed stage photography in our session about Shiba Chachi, where she was doing that series with those women and things like that. But I was trying to figure what is the work that will work, which will kind of maybe like bring us to Shilpa's really large repository of projects, which for someone, she's not very much older than us. She's 76 born. I don't know, that makes her like maybe 10, 12 years older to me. So, and she does a lot of stuff with like sculptural kind of physical installations, a lot of work in POP, and also now she's also started using a lot of new media kind of interactive stuff, a lot of video, sound. This is one of her latest works, which has been very interesting, and it's got 100 speakers, Abhinay, and mics, and supposed to be a really brilliant piece. I don't know if someone's seen it at Kochi Biennale. Uh, so I was really like wondering what is it that we could use of her work, and I think the very brilliant thing about her work is that although she uses a lot of new media now, it's always just a part of the project. It's never the sort of the glaring hero of the project. It's always very much infused within the story. Even something very simple like these outdoor installations with LEDs, where they kind of are timed based on what gets highlighted at what time. Uh, I don't know who can read this though. Can someone like read this? Yeah, 2019. Sorry, I didn't get that, Abhinay. I think I'll shift the chat a bit on the side so I can see it. Yeah. After Yugen was born, 2019. That's correct. Um, uh, yeah. She is very prolific, and of course now very well known internationally, and like shows all over the place kind of thing. So I'll just run this video. I'll also share the link to the video. You guys can run it separately. I don't know if there's an issue if I run a YouTube video. So even this one you can see is kind of based on is the desktop capturing audio? No. One sec. Yeah, so this
Here we are at the show, the first
works.
monograph show by the artist living in Mumbai, Shilpa Gupta. The show is actually split between Bodhi Berlin as well as Volkedil Gallery
So here
in
you can
Berlin.
see she's using a lot of like physical
Shilpa
computing
Gupta
stuff.
artistic work, including a series of works
And
about
here you
security
see this,
guards. these guards in the prime of her life, making notations about things which concern her. Some of those concerns are very evident in the show, including a series of works about security guards. These guards idly looking after the professionals who lay behind the gates.
She's taken picture of security guards across the road where she travels from her home to her studio, and also like the ambient sound that they are all sitting in. So again, a very small function of like say a small speaker with some kind of like microcontroller at the back. So there's it's kind of intrinsic to the work, but it's not necessary.
Alongside these works, we have key works
like
from
Shilpa,
which includes Blind Stars, Stars Blind, which is a large light work, which, in a sense, if you think about this idea of blind stars, stars blind, what is the star in this complexity? Is it the stars in the art world system? The other works in the exhibition, including Hamsafar, which is behind me, is a piece of work, this dispute between India and Pakistan. She highlights the...
I don't know the name of the artwork, perhaps I'll mention it later, where there's a running video, and every time
Army's occupation of this state, in a manner...
Every time you touch it, it'll stop at a place where there's a figure, if you can see. Now this figure is actually very influential in terms of what the video is trying to say, because the video is from Kashmir. So every time the video stops, it always stops at the figure of an army officer, not officer, maybe even a Jawan, a person from the army standing within the landscapes of Kashmir. This one talks about young girls in Bombay, and kind of documents what they want to be in the future with these little discman players attached to the side of the artworks. And there was another one which I thought maybe we can try for today. I really encourage you to go through this video, like this one, which is a very simple see, like she's really like concerned about the content of the work, which is very nice, because she's not stressed about the mouse cursor showing up on her artwork, which I really thought was like, okay, she's kind of practical enough to like move away from that and try to just work with what she's got, kind of a thing. So I don't know what we'll be able to achieve today. Maybe we'll try this one. I don't know if we'll be able to do it, because I haven't really prepared for this one. Or we can try the other one where the video kind of stops. I've only prepared for createCapture. Maybe Abhinay, with your help, we can try doing video, because I think in JavaScript it requires you to initiate the video in the browser. Like it doesn't auto start when you're trying it with p5js. So maybe you can sort of support us in figuring that out. Okay, so that's just basically about the artist. I'll quickly give you a idea on how to set up your video. Incidentally, Abhinay, when I wanted to access the camera on the browser and I wanted to put the OBS little image on the side, it wasn't allowing me to do that. So what I've done is I just took another browser and added myself as a little video at the bottom here. So little this camera looks far better. It's the same camera. I don't know if there's a difference. Maybe you can help me figure it out later. Cool. So yeah. Oh yeah, maybe it's better from the last time when you joined, because maybe that was from my laptop. Yeah, so we'll just quickly set it up. Nothing much to it. We've got just a simple variable called vid or video or whatever you want to call it. And then I'll just do a simple create canvas, like say 400. So this gives me my canvas. So now what I'll do is, in the function I'll just say, now that I've made the vid variable, I'll just say vid create capture. Here you did create canvas, here you'll do create capture, and then in this you put all caps video. Very simple. So now you've initiated the video webcam feed to come onto your browser. So what will happen when I hit play? Maybe you guys can see that the video feed is coming at the bottom of the canvas. Now this is a bit of like HTML within P5. Abhinay, you can please like correct me if I'm wrong. What happens is that when you initiate the video, it initiates as an element of the HTML. Now what does that mean? It means that, say, when you go to a browser, like here I'm on the browser, here I can select all my text, right? I can copy it, I can select the image and it will have some things on it. But when I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when we use text in p5js, you cannot select it. It gets embedded within your canvas, right? So basically what's happening is that it's making what is called a DOM element, which is, without really going into it too much, it basically means that that it's creating it as an object within your browser. So it shows up separately and says that, okay, yeah, I'm ready, I'm here, I'm ready, and this is where you can see me. But you don't necessarily want that. You want it to be within your canvas because you want to play around with it and things like that. So what we'll do is we'll first bring it onto the canvas, and then I will show you how to remove this DOM video at the bottom. So what happens here is, I hope I'm okay, like keep like pinging me on the chat so I know everything's fine, I'm not going too fast or whatever. Perfect. So this is very simple. You just set it up exactly like how you bring an image onto the canvas. All I'll do is I'll make the variable I'll use here as the camera feed variable. Camera feed is my webcam's feed, and I'll just say 0,0. And in the past we've also done width and height, so I'll do that here as well. So 320 to 40. I don't know if that's the correct aspect ratio, but we'll try. Yeah, I think it's kind of okay. So yeah, so this is basically how you bring it onto your canvas. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Abhinay. This is useful to know. I think you guys can pick it up from I'll also open it up here once. So yeah, so basically it's kind of this particular thing is the video at the bottom is kind of embedded within your browser through the p5js command. But what we are doing within the canvas, the smaller video window that I have, that is basically, wow, I'm like 3 times the video. It's kind of like boring to see me so many times. This is basically the one we are calling onto our p5js sketch. So what I'll do here is there's a simple command for hiding the video. It's just whatever your variable you've set for your webcam feed, just use that as vid, and then you can say .hide. Thank you. Okay, I think I'll save these somewhere so I don't lose out on them. Sorry, just wanted to save them and not miss out on them. Yeah, so I just did with.hide and I'm gonna hit play, and there you go, my DOM video, my DOM element as they call it, it's gone now. So why I did 340, 320 to 40, I think. Yeah, that looks better. 320 to 40 is just like a typical aspect ratio for the webcam. Like, you know how in YouTube we change it to like 720p, 240p, 360p, like whatever. Abhinay, I hope I got this right. You can let me know if it's not correct. So yeah, this is just like calling it at a particular aspect ratio of the 4:3 aspect ratio. Abhinay is also, I think, a video producer, is that a correct word? Editor of movies and films and stuff, so he knows a little bit more about this stuff than me. Yeah, so here you go. You've got your video set up now. Very simple. Let me know if you're having any issues with this. You can ping me in the chat. And my mom made me a gin, so I'm gonna have a gin. Anisha, my speaker was off, so in case you said in case you said something on Google Meet, I don't really know. So yeah. So okay, so this is pretty much a very simple way to bring the video in. What we'll try to do is cover a few more aspects of what you can do with the video. Awesome. I would have really preferred beer, but we haven't like gone out. Thank you, mom. My mom got me pizza. Sorry. Mine. Thank you. So, yeah. So basically, we've got the video. Now I'll quickly run through a couple of references which work similarly to what we've done with image. You just need to kind of see how you'd like to use them in terms of what you want to do. I wanted to quickly also share one last snippet from this which I really liked. I don't know if there's a way for us to recreate it on or was it another video altogether? Or maybe it was another video. I'll find it somewhere and share that as well. Yeah, okay, so we'll just maybe we'll try to do what they did. Maybe we just put a simple black rectangle on top of this. I don't know, let's see if it's possible to do this one. Black rectangle which can be like whatever the size of this thing. Oops, what did I do? Okay, so I've just kind of hidden myself because there were like too many Inception kind of videos of me. And now we just go look at the other references. Remember always to sign in to your editor and keep saving. If you don't sign in and you like write a bunch of code and then later you realize you lose it. It's happened to me several times. So yeah, so we'll quickly look at what's available for video. Sorry, just my method of like finding things. Yeah, so most of the things that work for loading and displaying pixels kind of works for this, including get. You can get the pixel detail. So if I remove this fellow, make this C, and add width dot get mouse X, mouse Y. It's kind of picking up the pixels from the video, but I am you are not able to see the. I just move this. So here you can see I've got this blue curtain and it's kind of giving me the blue color, and Yugen's purple toy. It's kind of not catching it. Maybe it's because it's very small. Let me just try to see if it gets my okay, that's better. It's kind of made me gray though, so perhaps it's because the pixels are really small. But here, like it is able to catch some parts of the red of this knapsack that's here, or the wall colors and things like that. So this is just a simple way for you to kind of look at it. Okay, so that's one thing. So that's just a simple get. Now we can also do something called copy, which also I think we did in the previous session when we did images, which basically requires you to give the source image. I'll just try to remember if I know this. A source X and a source Y, and then a source width and a source height, and then a destination X, destination Y, destination width and destination height. So what does this mean now for us? This basically means our source image is width. So I just add width here. Say I want to take somewhere in the middle of this video. So I kind of know that maybe it will be around, I know that my video is like 320 pixels. So perhaps I want to take it, say like half of it, so like say 100 pixels, and maybe like 100 here again. And I want this to be like 100 by 100 pixel square. I take this to 400, 0, 100, 100. So okay, so I guess I got my estimation a bit wrong. I think it's probably because the original size of the video is bigger than, yeah, can you see it's a bit bigger than what I can see here? Do you guys figure why this is happening? Sorry, I'm waiting for you guys to answer. Okay, so the reason this is happening is that my original video is bigger than the video that I've placed within the canvas. How could I fix this? I think there is a way to do this within the DOM, so I'll just check the references and tell you. Okay, yeah, so there's a function for like video size. So maybe if I instead of adding the width and height here, I'll add it here. I don't know if it will work though. Yeah, so this is more to scale of where I was trying to get my face. Yeah, Anisha, are you guys okay with what we've been doing till now? Just let me know on the meet so I know. All okay? Some people seem to have dropped. Had some frame drops, but it's okay. Okay, you're not sure. Can I explain it again? Sure. You can unmute and talk so that it can be in the feed as well. There's no issue. Yeah. So it's basically pretty simple. What it's doing is that it's taking video as the source. So you didn't understand the part about the copy, or you didn't understand the part about the size, or both?
The size, I think. Like how? So, can you explain again what you did there?
Yeah, I'll do that. Sorry. So yeah, what's happening basically is that you remember we had that DOM element here. Now when I added width size here, can you see that my video became smaller? Originally my video was of this size because my camera is of this resolution. This is the default resolution that the camera is pushing out, right? It's like trying to like click a photo from your old smartphone versus your new one. Obviously if you like put them both together and you
Okay.
don't give any dimensions, it will give you, one will be much bigger, right? Because it's got more pixels in it, it's got higher resolution and things. So it's the same thing basically here. So the camera is giving me a default size of this, but I'm telling the camera that you consider the feed to be 320 by 240, right? So if I change this also to like whatever, if I make this 100 also, it will change it out here. So what it's doing at the bottom is it's reading the width and then it's giving me the height based on that. But in your canvas, it will give it exactly as per my instructions, even if the video becomes disproportionate. Okay, good. Okay, perfect. So now what's happening is that because I gave the program an idea that I want only the 320 to 40 thing happening, this is what it's doing. It's giving me the video as per this command. Whereas earlier when I didn't have that particular function playing around, okay, wait, let me just remove this guy totally. Oh, sorry. The video was okay, wait, you can see me here. So now this is the same proportion, but originally हमने यहाँ पे video छोटा कर, we had made the video smaller here, but proportionally my little square on the side is still giving me the original resolution that was there. So to kind of fix that, now we've added this width size here, and then I remove, even if I remove it here, it will give me the default size of the video. So we've got this. Now we'll just do the basic like slit scan thing which everybody like does nowadays. I think that's kind of not a bad idea, I think. I don't know. So anyway, I'll quickly explain to you what I'm thinking about doing. One thing is that you can basically like move this around like a regular in general how we do animated little animated things. I think Anisha has attempted that with Sign as well. So like, oops, what did I do? Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't give it a number. So I can just do something really silly and simple like this, and the video will just kind of move into infinity. Or the other option is that I could just do that slit scan thing. I think a lot of people, you may have seen it a lot on Instagram, and generally like touch designer and all people do a lot of this stuff. So what I'll do here is that I've taken the video, and what does slit scan do? Do you guys know what slit scan is? Like, let me just show you. Maybe the terminology is not known to you, but I'm 100% certain you've definitely seen that kind of stuff on the internet. You must have seen stuff like this. Yeah, this is actually what we might be able to attempt to some extent, Anisha. So if you can see this particular pinkish colored video that's popped up on the screen, let me know. So okay, so this is basically this. Um, I don't know if it can be called like an art, like of course this is an artwork, but this methodology or whatever you want to call it is called slit scan. So what it's basically doing is that it's just like passing a line, and it's just like taking the video value of one line, and then it's just moving across. So it could be at a particular source. So I could say that okay, sorry, Zakira, this needs to be the source. So and it will move, but every time I move like this, that particular data set for those lines of video will get captured. If you need me to draw this out, just tell me on the chat and I'll quickly do that. Oi, sorry. Okay. One sec. What is that paint thing that we were using? Is there a name for people who are superbly ill prepared for their streams? Okay, so I'm just going to show you what I mean quickly. So this is me in the video, right? The video. And then there is a function called copy. So what we did with copy was we took point xy, and then we said itna bada point, just take a block like this, right? So and place it somewhere else. So it placed it somewhere else, wherever that might have been, and in the video it showed me this bit of me, or however else I've captured it, right? So this is what copy is doing. So it's taking a source, and then you take the source x, you take a source y, and then you take source width, source height, destination x where you want to place it, destination y, destination width, destination height. So that's what it's taken right now, right? So what's happening now is that I've taken a square. I've taken a square which is x comma y with height. I could also do x comma y and like just 1 pixel of width. So suppose my xy was at 0 comma 0. I'll just say that I want the width to be 1 and I want the height to be the height of the video. So width dot height. Yeah. So and then so now what does that mean for our video here? So we go back. Okay, I'll take another color so it's distinct. So now for this particular setup that we have, wait, sorry, if this is our video and here I am, and I just say okay, take this one slit from here, or maybe not here, maybe from here. Yeah, so it's only giving me that particular data on that particular point, but every time that I move, these data points will change. Is that much clear? Anisha, is that clear? Okay, don't know what's happening. The feed is on. Okay, okay, perfect. Thanks, Anisha. Okay, so yeah, so basically that much is okay for us, right? So if that's the scene, so say suppose okay, this was just one slit like this. So let's just first make this, and then we'll go ahead with uh, where we are planning to kind of take this particular. So I just this particular thing I change. So right now I'm at like 100x, and I need a x and a y. So 100x and a y is a 0, and then I just give it 1 pixel width, but I want the height to be the video height. So I do width dot height. Don't think too much about this. I'll explain this to anyone who wants to know later, or maybe we can I can just share some reference to it as well. And then I want a destination, and I want a destination x, and I want a destination y. So I'll just still keep it at 400, and I'll keep it the y as well at 0, but I'll again make this 1, and I'll make this width dot height. Hopefully this should work. So can you see that there's this little line that's kind of showing up on the side? I'll just zoom into it, maybe it'll be better. And when I'm kind of moving, it's giving me a little bit of a variation based on where I am. Yeah, perfect. So now that I anyway have an x value, what I could do is I could tell this line to move, right? So the line is right now at 400. I could just say 400 plus x, and then this x value which I have here, I could just make it move. What did I do? Oh, I never put the value. Okay, sorry. Okay, so the whole thing is moving because I put x here. Just remember this. Sorry. So now you guys can see that this line is kind of moving out. What I do here is now I'll just make this 320, so it just starts at the edge of the video. What I do now is that, say if I took the background to the top, you all know what happens, because like we always like do this. So now can you see that's giving me the data from one point, but it's like making me look a bit crazy. So I mean, I guess it'll not happen again now that we've let me know if you guys have like figured what I'm up to. Okay, cool. Anisha, I think we are not there what you had in your mind. Like Anisha had a very interesting thought in her mind on what she wanted to do with some of the images that she's been playing with Sign. But we'll just make this like say back to 320 equal. Aye. So hopefully it will come back to where I am. Like, let me just like do some bullshit to it until then. Kuch to ho nahi raha hai. I don't know, some scene. Yeah, okay, it's coming back. Let's see now. Let me just use this blue to kind of distinguish something happening. Okay, yeah. So I guess you guys got what's happening. So this is just like a basic thing you can try out with SlitScan. It's really done and dusted, but it's just a way for you to like play around with what's possible. I could even just make this x a sign instead of plus plus. So even if let that be, I guess, and sin x. Suppose I do sin 200 into sine of x, and then at 320 I'll just say sine x. Okay, so it's kind of doing its own thing. This is not exactly what I was wanting it to do, but at least something is happening. So like it's probably is going a bit too fast. Okay, yeah, now it's kind of getting there. So even if I remove the video now, it should still work. Okay, so I just put the bottle in the front for you guys to kind of, yeah. So just simple, we are, okay, now we're done with slit scan. I don't want to waste like too much time on this. Here's the sketch if you want to try it out. Abhinay, I really want to try that Shilpa Gupta wala thing. Maybe you can give us some pointers in the chat on how we can do it. It was this one. With the, yeah, this guy here. I am also not certain how that might happen. I leave it like this so that we know this is what we are trying to achieve. And maybe we'll check. There might be like something to do with masking or something that we could use. Say like F mask. Okay, no mask. There's no mask. Go to image, tint. Color mode, no. Do remember something in image about layers. p5 image, filter. Get no. Abhinay, do you remember anything like a mask kind of a feature? कुछ तो था एक pixels में blend maybe, I don't know, let's just check blend. Oh no, it's just like a Photoshop blend. Abhinay, any thoughts? Like, do you think we can try that particular thing out? Oh, maybe he's headed out. Okay, we'll okay, we'll try it out ourselves. I'll remove this sign fellow and leave this video. Oops, sorry guys. Shut that. अभी क्या आ रहा है? अच्छा साइलेंस नहीं है ना. Who's still on the stream? Please, can you let me know so I know who I'm talking to? Okay. Hey, thanks. You two are my saviors. I don't know who else is there. I don't know what any of these emojis mean, but okay, we'll anyway like use them. Okay, cool. Yeah, Anisha, I think I might have like better internet hopefully in the next like week, maybe like next Wednesday. I hope that we have a better stream that's kind of a little more efficient. Okay, so this guy is still here on the side. I don't need it anymore. And I really don't want to attempt trying to make a circle. It might be not too difficult, but probably possible. No worries. It's okay. Hi, Jyoti. Okay, cool. You ladies are my saviors. Okay. So what we could try is maybe put a rectangle. Oh yeah, we could just like cheat it a bit. I have an idea. So what I'm thinking is we'll put the video. I'll just draw it out for you guys. Yeah, discard. Okay. So what I'm thinking is, hello. Okay. Whatever, this is not okay. So if this is my video, I'll add the rectangle on top of this. And then for the moment, because I know that the copy thing works like a rectangle, I'll just add the same feed on top. So every time you move your mouse at any position, it'll at least give you that much of the video. You think that'll work? We'll go to so this again goes back to 0, 0. Here now I make the width, the video width. So I can just say video dot width. इसको हटा देते हैं एक बारी. Oops. Nice. Okay. What have I got wrong here? 0, 0. Then we need video dot width. Okay, so now it's giving me 2, which you guys cannot see. I'll just put 100 here for you to observe that there are two feeds from the same thing. Let me know if you've seen it. Just ping me on the chat with an emoji or something. Yeah, okay, perfect. Sorry, just got a bit distracted. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll just head it back onto being at 0. Okay, and now instead of the video width and okay, so now instead of destination being a fixed place, we'll just say mouse X and mouse Y. And for the video width, I'll just say like maybe like a 50 kind of thing. Okay, oops. Okay, now I need to bring this back down. Okay, so it's giving me something, but I want it to be okay, I don't want it to be the full video width. I just need it to be the same 50, 50, right? Like I just want it to be a small little thing, like a part of the video. Ayyo, what am I doing wrong? Okay, so the video source is also now mouse X, mouse Y. Let's see if this works. Cannot tell. Yeah. Hey guys. I'm going to send you a picture of this poster. My mom, she works in reproductive health communication, and this is a poster from Australia, which is about not like having safe sex, and they've used aboriginal drawings and all. I'll just share it with you guys. So okay, what did I do last? Very simple. Source XY, source width, source height, destination XY, destination width, destination height. Was that clear? Shall I draw it out? Let me check the other chat maybe. Okay, perfect. So you got that. So now what all we need to do is maybe like add a rectangle here, which is what's the size of this thing? I forgot. 0, 0, 320, 240. Yeah. Oh, fill needs to be black. Oops. So kind of like what the video does, but that does it in a much more beautiful way. Yeah. What I could do is I don't know if this will work though. Oh, it just changed. It was nonsense. Nothing happened. So I really don't know how now we can do so this is kind of like getting there. I don't know how we could do the circular format. Any thoughts? One can do shapes with sign to assign. Yeah, I was wondering if that's possible. Let's try to draw it out, because it's only giving you like 4 points to work with, so I really don't know if we'll be able to achieve that. Like maybe we need to think cleverly about it, but I really can't understand how that we'll be able to do it. Why is it not working? So I'm thinking that, okay, so what basically we are doing with copy is, again, I'm sorry I'm repeating it, but it just makes it easier. We have the source, src, then we have source x, source y, which is clear to us, and we've kept whatever 100, there's a source width and source height, that's fine. Now we have a destination xy and a destination width height, right? Firstly, we'll just check if copy has some other things that you can reference. That's the easy way for us to start off. Copy. Go down here. No, nothing else. Only these aspects. Sorry guys, I'm such a clumsy eater. Blend भी नहीं चलेगा. I'm just wondering maybe how will we do it? Anyway, so we'll go back to the drawing. So technically this part is only like an x comma y, that's a dot, and then it's only a width and only a height. So obviously that will always give us a quadrilateral, not even a quadrilateral, it's a rectangle or a square. So suppose we were looking at the r cos theta as being x and r sine theta as being the y. So basically now we need a loop for our theta. Jyoti, Anisha, Louisa, let me know if you think this is making sense. I'm just like, because I think now you guys also know a lot more, so like it's not necessary that I'm always right. Yeah, so like it may give us an xy, 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 xy like that. But then what would you put for width and what would you put for height? So we could just try it. I don't know if it will work. So basically what it would mean is that we've got a for loop for a equals 0, a is less than 2 pi, a plus equals to 0 0.03, and then x equals to maybe a 50 into cos of a, and y equals to 50 into sine of a, so what do we need? Where do we need to put this? Do we need to put this in the destination? I guess maybe. So let's just see. I don't know what's gonna happen. Will it be in destination xy or will it be in destination with height? Let's just see. Maybe it should be here. I don't know what will happen though. Okay, something is happening. Okay, so it needs integers, which is fine. We can still work that out if we stop this. So if it needs an integer, can an integer be minus? Let me just check. I've forgotten what the integer value is. Okay, integer can be plus minus, it just doesn't need to be in points. Fine, that's okay. So that means we will go back to the references and we will look at float. Let me just check this float. What does float do? Float converts a string into a floating point representation. No, this won't work. There was a round, an absolute. What does absolute do? Okay, so absolute also will not. Maybe we just need to round it up. Or need to floor. Let me just check floor. Yeah, floor seems to be the one that we need to use. Okay. So what is floor? Floor is just calculating the closest integer value that is less than or equal to the value of the parameter. So we'll just add floor here. We'll do floor to the whole thing, just for like sanity's sake. Hopefully we get something out of this. Okay, something. But kind of crazy. Not maybe not what we were looking for though. I don't know, Anisha, maybe you were looking for this. Okay, we haven't dropped too many frames today, which is quite good. Okay, let me just fix this to a point so that it's not such a big strain on us and that we are able to understand what's happening. And make this, let's say 100. Oh. Okay. It seems to be wrapping the video in a sphere. No, this is all 2D, so that's not what's happening. What is probably happening is that it's taking 1111 line from the center. And also it's like, I don't know how close it is to crashing. So I'm just going to close this because I don't want my OBS to crash. But what I think is happening is that within our circle that we made, it's kind of taking the points like this. So remember how in the slit scan we just took that 1 point from the video? And then that 1 point, whatever was the data happening on that was showing up. So here it's kind of like taking it across. Because that is the way we calculate the sine value. Sorry, what a bad circle is. I can't deal with it. Anisha, you need to teach me how to use a pen tablet. Okay, so like, remember we were going this way and then we would do the angle like that. So I think basically it's just taking one line like that. So, and because the source value still continues to be linear, it's still going x to y, right? And then the width to height. So maybe if we try to change the w and the h here, maybe it will make a difference. Let's try. अच्छा ये अभी भी वही है क्या? चलो इसको भी 100 कर देते हैं. Okay, so still the same. Here I'll just do an x and y as well. Let's just see. Hey, we got it, but like something is happening. Can you guys see? This is what I love about p5js. Like you start somewhere and then you kind of like go off to some other place. So yeah, so we're kind of there, but okay, now we need to move the circle. So we'll I by the way guys, I'm warning you, if on some systems this will not work, so like just be just be aware of that, because like I know if I tried this on my old laptop, it would pretty much die. Okay, so now we've got it going. So let's just now make this mouse x mouse y again, and play it. Okay, it's kind of working. So I'll make this also mouse X, mouse Y. So hopefully then we are sorted for life. Okay, we are getting there, but I guess you guys know why this issue is happening, because my source is only up till a certain point. So perhaps I'll just make the radius a bit smaller. Oh, have I done an error somewhere? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Hey, oh, we did it. Woo. Sorry. So now, okay, I'm kind of pretty happy with this right now, but you can like add a bunch of like loop circles maybe. I don't know how you do that though, but probably it's I don't know how that would be done though. Let's just figure that last bit out and see where we reach. Okay, no, wait. I don't want to discard this bit. I want. Use another color. Pink. Okay. I love that we are able to like use this old UX from like the 90s when we all used Paint, because that's where all of us started. So this is like really fun for me. I don't. Windows 10 also has a Paint. It's too trendy. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so now we've kind of figured out that the width and height need and the source width and the source height need the definitions based on our sign values. But now what we need to do is do a trail of circles, right? That's what she's done. I'm sure there are easier ways to do this. Like, if you guys, maybe Jyoti, when your computer is back and you're able to figure it out, let me know how things are going. Are you all three there? Like, three of you? Let me know, please. Maybe we just try like a simple thing with like, oops, we'll just put the background on the top and see if that makes a difference. And then make it like, I don't know if it's gonna make a difference though. Okay, not really. I really don't know how to do this now. Okay, maybe that we'll leave it for either the next session or we'll try something. Anisha, does this give you some ideas about what you'd like to do? Like, in terms of you were trying to manipulate. Maybe I'll, Anisha, if you don't mind, maybe I'll show your sketch, the one that we were looking at, and then your little drawing that you made as well. Okay. Do you mind sharing it on the on this quick chat here? Okay. I just opened it on Instagram, so it'll be easier, I guess. Whoa, Anisha, somebody is really at it today. I opened Instagram and the first thing I see is your feed. Awesome. Let me just look at this. Ooh, nice. This is looking really cool. Amazing. Okay, wait. We go back to the. So here, Anisha has done. She's done it for the movement of the video. But what she'd wanted to do, which I'll show you guys on web WhatsApp, which she shared with me. Good, yeah, I'm so happy. Oh, by the way, let me just share this with you guys. I don't know, maybe Anisha, you've seen it already. Collab, Java, be fantastic. Yeah, so there's this some kind of a fellowship. I don't think there's any funding, but there's definitely some interesting work happening and like a lot of good guidance. So you guys can see it. I don't know, Louisa, if you can. Ah, yes, Louisa. I don't think if you are. I think it's only applicable if you're British or Indian. I'm sorry, but do have a look. Maybe you'll. They are an interesting set of people who are working on this, so might be interesting for you to see. Okay. Hey, there's a new viewer. Who is this fourth viewer? Please raise your hand and tell us. Okay. Anisha. Sorry, that's how I saved your name. Yeah, so like Anisha wanted to do this, where like whoever's the form with the mouse X, you're able to do like a little bit of a morph kind of a thing. I don't know how we do this, but maybe it'd be interesting to try because we're already at 9, so I don't want to like waste anybody's time anymore. But yeah, you could. I don't know how you do it. You have to like really figure it out, like. So yeah, I think Anisha, maybe copy is a better format for you than how we were trying to use get. Maybe this is something that can help you take it forward. The other thing I was thinking, I don't know if it'll work out, is that there is something, and I think I mentioned it in previous sessions before, something called pixel density, and then a display density. I don't know if you can see, but like they put a 3 pixel density here. So see how sharp the circle is, whereas here it's a 1 and there's a little bit of a blur because of the pixelation. So maybe you could, but it's only used once in setup, so I don't know if you can use it in, maybe we should just try it. Let's just see. I'll put it here. I could just say floor cos of A. Oh, is it an argument? Okay. Yeah, I think I've broken the system. Yay, crashed the computer. So this will work. But you could try some interesting things. I don't know what will work out for you guys. Okay. ठीक है. I think I want to close now and have dinner. I think it was interesting. I didn't really think that we'd reach this place, but I'm really happy that it happened. I think we've progressed quite interestingly. Please, if you guys have time, share 1 or 2 sketches on the Google form. Jyoti is trying to help us build a little website where we can like put all our works and they can be based on the artists whom we were trying to recreate with. And aside from that, if you have any other things, you can let me know. I'm always available. Louisa, thank you for your submission. I think it was very beautiful. Let me just show it because, you know, yeah, you can share all of them. You can share. So I've kind of made it based on the artist. So like if you feel that it's not fitting into the categories, there's an option to like put it in a different way. But just see, like you can always WhatsApp me and I'll be available. Check this once. I just want to show Louisa's sketch as well, so that you guys can see the possibilities. I guess now as things are opening up, she's been, oh, I have a couple more of them. Cool, let me just open. Anisha ke hi hai, cool. Let's open them as well. I think she's done Ranjini Shetter's recreation, yeah. Let me know if you guys can see it. Pretty cool, I thought. We should find a way to make this a bit more efficient so that you don't have to draw so many ellipses. How are you using it? You're just using it at different locations. So pretty neat. I thought it was very interesting. Maybe once we are at like another point where we do maybe like object construction, we can kind of look at this as well. Very nice, I thought. And then Anisha ka sketch hai do. Nice, very interesting. You guys are really killing it. Like I think now you all have more. You have been doing much more than I have. And this one is like so brilliant. I love this one. So cool. Nice. Jyoti, I hope you're keeping an eye on these things. Yeah, so this is where we're at. We'll try to reconvene. If you guys want to try other things as well, I'm open to it. I use a lot of Hydra, which is like a live coding tool, and also used a lot by Illustrator, who comes in on our streams once in a while. We can. It's really trippy. It's really exciting, and you can do a lot more with coding a lot less because it's meant for like live performances. So we can try that at a future point if you guys want. It's really interesting. It'll like give you a little bit of a toe dipping into the ideas of WebGL. You probably see a lot of that right now on the internet where there is this like these really cool looking textures and things, like, you know, they have like this kind of reflection and all sorts of stuff happening. A lot of Zach Lieberman stuff has shaders in them. Shaders and WebGL are like kind of connected. So we'll do that because I've never attempted it. So for me, I think now I'm at a point where I want to start learning again with the stream. So like ping me if you think that there's a possibility for us to try. It'll be really cool to do. And Anisha also wants to do some things with body tracking. So if you guys want to also do that, let me know in the chat, and then after that we'll close the stream. Cool. Okay, I love computer vision, so I'm never going to say no to this. Okay, so we'll try to do one or two more like basic concepts. I think object construction is pending. You might see that a lot with that like bubble and like kind of particles of kind of sorts. If we do that, I think we'll be kind of sorted. And I'll try to get one or two more artists like things that are happening. And then I'm also trying, like, if we reach 50 followers, I'm going to bring in some guests as well, because otherwise for them it may not be so exciting, because sometimes we're just 3-4 of us and not so many. So if your friends are willing to join us on the stream, it'll be really cool. Then I can like invite more people to come and do sessions, you know, like people who are much better than me. So yeah, that's all. Okay. Bye.